Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Tommy with Tommy Ross Music. We're going to get right into it today. We're talking about upper extensions or extended harmonies. Okay. Um, quick, quick and simple. Whenever you hear a chord like um, A7 or D7 or maybe D9 or um, D sus 11 or um, D7 sharp 9. What are those nine? What does 9 mean? You know, what does that stuff mean? So I'm going to draw it out for you quickly today to help you understand why things like the 2 equals the 9, the 4 equals the 11, and the 6 equals the 13. We also hear things like the minor 7 or the minor third, and as opposed to things like the major third and the major 7 chords. So there'll be like major 7 chords and minor 7 chords. So I'm going to draw things out my way. Typically you'll see chords or scales charted out vertically, right? And you'll have the strings like this, so on and so forth. And like for an E chord, you'd have the 1, 2, 3, 4 fret, and for like an E chord, it would look like this, right? We're going to do things a little bit different for drawing out scales. We're going to take that same concept and we're just going to turn it clockwise, just as if you were staring at my guitar neck. Okay? So look at this. We're going to be talking about major intervals here, or major harmonies here, or major extensions. 6. Okay, and over here we've got our string names, E, A, D, G. Oh, that B looks ridiculous. Okay. Right, and then we can chart our frets out. Boom. Alright, and for instance, we'll be in the key of, we'll just say that we're in the key of A. Why not? So this will be our 4th fret, this will be our 5th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, okay? Let's draw out that E major scale, okay? The first note in this, the A major scale, sorry. First note's going to be 1 here, second note, our 3rd note, 4th note, 5th note, right? 6th note, 7th, and then our 8 or octave or the 1 again. Okay, so just test that out. If you're not familiar with that already, that 1 and that 8 in the key of A, here's the 8. Hear that? Identical, right? So already I can tell you that 1 equals 8. Okay? But you don't typically hear them saying like, you'll never hear like add 8 or flat 8 or stuff like that. So, but that's just to kind of get your brain flowing here. Now, if you know the major scale in shape 1, position 1, you know that you can go beyond just those 8 notes and you can play the second octave. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is what I've drawn out. But we can play it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and I'll go ahead, if you don't know that, I'll go ahead and draw it out really quick. So, but I'm not going to draw it out as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to start on 8 and continue the numbers. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that's a terrible 15. Terrible 5. Okay, and I'll go ahead and maybe put little circles around these numbers so you guys can maybe visualize it more so like you're looking at, you know, when you Google major scale position 1 or shape 1, you're going to see stuff like this. But so when they talk about, when they say play, you know, when they say something like play a, let's see here, like a A7, A major 7. Note where that major 7 is. Okay, so there's that major 7th note. So if you notice, an octave away from the 4 is 11. So when they say sus 11 or add 11, they're basically just telling you to add the 4th note in the scale with the 2nd octave of it. Okay? Let's look at a different one. So that's the major scale, right? So 4 equals 11, and then 2 equals 9. Okay? Your 2 is going to be the same note as this 9 over here, right? Because if this 8 was 8, this 8's really 1, so then 9 becomes 2, or 2 becomes 9, right? So 2 equals 9, 4 equals 11, 6 equals 13, so on and so forth, right? 7 equals 14. 1 is also, could be also considered the 15. The 5 could be considered the 12. Okay, stuff like that. So that's the major scale, and if you know the major scale formula, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, but we have to understand the minor upper extensions, and as well as the major upper extensions or extended harmonies. So let's draw out the natural minor scale. Okay, got our E, A, D, G, B, E. Got our frets. Okay, and we'll say that this is in the key of A again, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And natural minor scale formula, if you don't know it, the major scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Natural minor scale is going to be 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. Okay, so, and I'll show you how that lines up. It's gonna map out a bit different. So 1's gonna be here, 2's gonna be here. Instead of the 3 being here, it's gonna be flat at a half step, so it'll end up here. 1, 2, 3. The 4 falls in the same place in relation. The 5 falls in the same place in relation to the major scale. There's a flatted 6. Instead of the 6 being here, it's flatted. Goes right there. Flatted 6th, 7th, the flatted 7th, instead of it being here where it was, it's a half step down. So anytime something is flatted, it's just a half step. Flat, okay? 7 and then 8, same spot in relation to the major scale. Still an octave of the starting note. So that the natural minor scale is going to sound like this. Let me go ahead and draw it out. Natural minor, okay? It's going to sound like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means when we talk about the minor third and the minor seventh, those are going to fall in different spots than what they would if we were talking about a major seventh chord or and whatnot. So you got to be aware of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and chart out the next octave of each one of these notes. So 8 being 1, we're going to go on to 9 being the 2 note now. So that's going to go 8, 9, 10. Where are we at? 11, alright. 9, 10, 11. Oh no, sorry. Excuse me, guys. 9, 10, 11. Here it is. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put some circles around these so they kind of look like the shapes or the charts that you look up. Okay, and you can go ahead and test out the octaves on these too. The numbers are going to equal the same thing, right? So just like the last one, just like the last one, the 2 equals the 9, 4 equals the 11, 6 equals the 13. Okay, the 2 also equals the 16. So you hear people saying things like add like 16th chords and minor 16. A minor add 16. Okay. So be aware of how the 7 and the 3, okay, and the 6 are all going to be a half step down. They're all flatted in the scale. All right? So, let's see, quick example of a cool chord that'll explain that for you. 2 chords that'll kind of explain this for you. If you're familiar with the Jimi Hendrix chord, I believe it's like a E7 sharp 9. Okay, but people just call it the Jimi Hendrix chord. So let's go ahead and map it out here. You got your middle finger, put it on the 7th fret of your A string. Index finger, put it on the 6th fret of your D string. Your ring finger is going to be on the 7th fret of your G string, and that's going to be that 7th note in this scale of E. Okay, and then we got, here's the 9. It's actually a sharp 9. So the 9, so this would be an E9 or E9, and this is going to be a sharp 9. See how the 9, this is the 9th note right here, the pinky. So see how that sharp 9 is just, and there we've got that Jimi Hendrix. So that's pretty much all I want to talk about today, guys. That should help you out whenever people are you're trying to learn chords and you hear those upper extensions or extended harmony names for the chord. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe so you know when I go live. Thanks for sticking around, guys, and